A ghost head is someone who has clearly found some meaning and purpose and relevance to the whole Ghostbusters phenomenon.
There are Ghostbuster chapters all over the world.
Every state has a Ghostbusters chapter with their own patch, usually incorporating the No Ghost logo and the shape of the state.
Sometimes it's about doing something positive and making a difference in your community.
Each one of them kind of operates a little bit differently. Some of them are more organized, some of them are a little bit looser.
Going to children's hospitals or going to a child's party who has special needs and really loves Ghostbusters to kind of brighten up his day.
Fans dressed up, running around, showing up at places, arriving in a vehicle of their own construction. It's reminiscent of that first moment that I saw my Ghostbusters come down the street for the first time on Madison Avenue.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
So in addition to seeing the new Ghostbusters this weekend, right at home on Netflix Instant, you can check out the premiere of Ghost Heads. This is a rough cut of it as part of that Tribeca Festival.
I'm a bond of just loving Ghostbusters. It's amazing. It's just a movie, but it's so much more.
So were you pleasantly surprised, or was it so rough that you really only got a rough idea?
It was, you know what, it definitely was rough. I'm very curious for myself to see the completed one. And among other things, I know that there was just a rough storyboard indicating that they're going to have real Ghostbusters style animated sequences that depict the childhood of this one guy who figures prominently. There's this kind of like scruffy looking guy who's like this super devoted ghost head from New Jersey. Now, it definitely was rough, so I don't want to get too judgmental about it because, you know, I have not seen the completed film. One thing I'm looking forward to is you only see some, you know, male Ghostbusters fanatics in it, and there's apparently a woman in it who also, I believe, attributes Ghostbusters to helping her deal with some issues with addiction in her life, which I'm very, very curious to see.
Okay, so I guess, like, on that note, like, of what you did see, is there any kind of highlights or tidbits that you can give us to kind of let us know, like, what fans are actually going to get with this documentary?
Well, one thing that was interesting was that earlier in the day, you and I had met a guy in a wheelchair who's dressed up in a Ghostbusters costume and had some articles posted on it.
Jumpsuit at the airport, thrown away by one of the Civil Air Patrol. He said, I'll give this to Pete. You know, he's always using making costumes. I'll just give this to him. And then I was like, you know, I saw the poster, I saw the guys in the suits, and I'm like, my buddy gave me one of those suits. So I used iron-on tape, put my name on, I made a logo. Wow. And then I appeared at the screening in a jumpsuit. And they were like, Aykroyd running around in this Ghostbusters. Who is this guy? Where'd he get this suit?
So he ended up becoming so well known that he got a cameo in Ghostbusters 2.
Oh.
Okay. And he became a sort of mentor, father figure to the guy from New Jersey, and they show them hanging out. And he actually recounts how at one point when he had to have, I believe, open heart surgery or something like that, the New Jersey kid showed up in the full Ghostbusters fight suit at the hospital to visit him. So yeah, it was interesting.
Now, did you get to actually meet some of the filmmakers?
I did, yeah. Actually, they were really nice people.
I'm Brandon Mertens, the director of Ghost Heads, and we're just screening our work in progress right now. We don't have a finished film, but we have this great movie about these people that dress up as Ghostbusters and come together through friends, and it's more like a family, and it's this unity, and they come together for, it's like Ghostbusters is second, and this unity, I'm awful at this. I'm so awful.
It's okay, this sounds like a movie that I want to see, so I think that's the only thing that really matters.
This togetherness, man, and it's fantastic. I'm just happy that people come together using Ghostbusters as a way to do charity work or to help each other out in this small community, family through blood. You know?
How did you become interested in doing this project? Was it because you were a super fan? Okay, you're a Ghost Head.
I'm totally a Ghost Head.
Gotcha.
And that's how I knew like all these franchises existed, and that's what they are. Every state's got a franchise. Every province in Canada has a franchise. Canada's got 3 territories.
I heard the Italy Ghostbusters are off the hook. That's what
Italy
said today.
is one of the greatest groups. Germany, fantastic. France, there's even a scientist in Antarctica who's a ghost head, and he sent us some great stuff.
That's cool.
Just amazing. Just
That's
amazing.
really cool.
I'm still rooting for him for his movie to, you know, be really well received, because I mean, he said he was super nervous. He just wanted the fans to like it. He was, you know, not sure how they were going to receive it. So I could just tell that, you know, clearly his heart was in the right place, and they were very excited about it. And I think they put a lot of work into this.
Parents, when they're separated, they fight and everything, and one says one thing about the other, and then it kind of leaves you to question, like, well, who am I then? I guess now you could say I'm a Ghostbuster.
And hit us up in the comments. Let us know if you liked the new Ghostbusters, or if you refused to see it on principle. And also, if you check out Ghost Heads, let us know what you think.
Like and discuss. And until next time, guys, we will see you soon.
Hospital is the last place that you want to see kids. That if you can take their mind off their troubles for a second, you've done something really great.
To put on that uniform to walk out, you've got to be showing a pretty vulnerable side of yourself.